Hey everybody, this is David with Design Build Go, and today we are going to be installing a GP Factor winch and just kind of laid everything out. Take a look at what you get. This is the centerpiece that replaces the center section of the bumper, and then of course your fair lead, license plate cover if you should need one, and the come up winch. So you'll see we already have the front of this Grenadier taken apart for light installs, both the grill lights replacement and this triple R hidden one. So we're going to be taking out this center section here completely. This headlight, these wings I think come off as well on the bumper. So we'll get going. That's kind of laying everything out, making sure we have everything is always my first go-to, and then we'll read the directions we got up here and start having at it. So first thing I'm going to do is kind of build up this section with everything that needs to go on it, just solenoid and some other things, but we'll walk you through that as we get it assembled. All right, so following the directions that we've been working on, getting everything installed, you end up rolling out a significant amount of length of the winch and then getting it mounted in here. And you got to put in, if you need the license plate frame, then you've got to get that done before you actually put the winch in. So that's critical. You'll see these are these spin outs, these little thumb things that you can just spin out and put the actual license plate cover over. And then you've got your fair lead set up, everything's kind of bolted in. You got bolts here, you got bolts here, same on the other side. Get it kind of laid in, put all this stuff in. The directions are fantastic. I mean, you can't beat them. Do a real good job. AJ and his team have you covered. Then you take all these lines, there's a specific order, you just follow directions, get everything laid out. And this is the sub-assembly that's going to go in the truck. Next, we're going to, got very few pieces left, as you can see. And next, we'll be taking out the center section of the truck and moving on to old Lucky's winch installment. All right, so we got the rest of the front off. So we got the bumper sides off. You see the intercoolers. Everything's ready. The center section is out. So again, we've got this all set, everything, we've gone through it twice, checked all the directions, made sure all the connections are correct. Got this unspooled. We'll end up leaving this unspooled. And then over here, what we've done is, I try to keep everything in a different station, is you have to remove this area here. Set this down. You see, remove this area about 11 inches. And then 2 1/4 from here. So you'll see it's awfully dusty. This is a step that's usually done in the truck, but I'm replacing these grill lights and putting the light bar in. So I had already taped all this up to keep it clean while I worked on the back side to grind out for the area that gets removed there. So we're about ready to put this in. You'll see here's our bumper ends. So we're about ready to load this in, and it's pretty heavy, so we're going to pry back these guys that hold the intercoolers, slide that center section in, run the wiring, and you can see on this one, it's got the high-low panel. So there we go. That's where our switch is going to go, but got to make sure our batteries are all disconnected, no power's in the truck, so be good to go. Don't need any shorts or anything. All right, so we're making some headway. After cutting the portions out that I needed here and along here on the grill, I realized that there's still some behind it, so we had to cut those as well before we could put this back on to clear everything up. You can see it there. And then kind of just lining everything out. Getting these wings on. I think I showed you guys the wire going up to the solenoid. And then you'll kind of tidy up under here. Keep all your wires nice and tidy.
and then put these bumpers back on, these bumper side pieces, and connect those. You start with the top and then hit these later. This is probably one of the things that just dealing with this preformed sheet metal is slightly difficult, takes some time. So we're gonna got that set up, gotta torque these, and then we're gonna get this in place, tighten these down. There's 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then 2 here and 2 here. We'll knock those out and then get that bottom skid plate. I had to get some longer bolts for that because we're going with a little bit different skid plate than what comes with. So there you go. More progress continuing. All right, so installing these winglets is probably one of the toughest parts of the job. Take a little bit of effort, leave everything loose, and then bring it together. We've got the grill back on, got some tidying up to do, and then we'll be looking good. And also have the Signature Auto Sports front skid plate. So that prevents any kind of debris from going in the front, because that's not plastic, as you see across here. That's now metal. So nice piece and paint matched to the Rhino gray frame. So we're looking good there. And we're just finishing up tidying everything. We'll take care of all our electrical, everything that we've got going in here, get that all tidied up and closed up, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so this is the finished installed look. We've got all the lights buttoned up. We've got the GP Factor Winch looking good. We've got our skid plate on. Everything's looking tight. This one is getting this fancy license plate holder, which is going to go on like this. As such, pretty straightforward. But for those states that need compliance, like Virginia, that's where this one's going. That's where that's going to go. You've got 2 options on running the winch, which is really cool. Remote with a little leash. That's awesome. But I like this one. I was playing with this today, reeling it in, tension it. Super quality. You see it's like flexible. It's got a nice grip and another leash. Pretty good amount of line. So I think overall the quality is fantastic on this unit. Yeah, you can get a cheaper one, but for what it does and for the install, it's probably one of the higher end quality pieces I've installed that also actually requires no modification to the part that you buy from them. So the only thing was cutting up some of those areas. But I mean, I was doing that with the grill to install the hidden light bar. So I probably ground more off that than I did to make room for the winch. So anyways, really cool product. If you're interested in one of these, hit up the guys at GP Factor. They'll get you straightened out. So these are the only ones I'd install. Have a good one. See ya.